Hello, all my friends. Welcome to all my friends in Czechia. I was just thinking how wonderful it is to be here, congratulating you on um, embodying and bringing the Gene Keys teachings to your amazing country and into the Czech language. And it's been some time now since I was there. I was in Prague, and I remember so fondly my time, even though it was short, where I met you and we sat on the hillside in Prague together, meditating and contemplating, and it was a wonderful time and very fond memories for me. And so I really look forward to returning, and hopefully when my traveling years begin again, which could be soon, I'll be able to come back and meet many of you and look in your eyes and give you a hug. But in the meantime, I want to give you a huge thank you for everything, especially to Marketa for holding the torch and putting the staff of the Gene Keys in the Czech soil and in your beautiful country and with your warm hearts of your people. And I hope it has really helped with, transmutation of trauma and into light, into hope, into a kind of living a better life for many people, because that's what Gene Keys presents to so many of us. I think it's nice timings, and I want to just trust in the timing. I've been writing my next book, which is the book called The Sage, and it's all on the Gene Keys and the lines of the Gene Keys. So the lines of what are called the hexagrams of the I Ching and where the Gene Keys come from. Anyway, so this morning I wrote, I've almost got to the end of the book actually, and I wrote Gene Key 62, not the whole one, but just what I call the steady state of each Gene Key, of each before the lines begin, and they all have names and they have themes and archetypes, and the steady state is the basis of each key. And so each one is a paragraph. And anyway, I wrote this morning Gene Key 62. So I thought I'd share it with you because it's a synchronicity that I'm talking to you today, and maybe it has some deep meaning to you and to your nation and to the Gene Keys journey in Czechia. So it's called The Language of Light, and it's entering the multi-layered perfection of the infinite hidden behind the Maya. The steady state of Gene Key 62 is about being given a remarkable gift. It is to glimpse the pristine perfection of the workings of the multiverse. Most of us will only in the beginning experience this as a glimpse behind the curtain of the Maya, the illusion of our physical senses and our lower mind. Such a glimpse, however, and whenever it comes, will be the greatest epiphany of our lives. From the moment we're given the glimpse of true reality, we cannot go back to the illusion. Such a view can only come from a momentary embodiment in our higher mind, the causal body. And the practice of deep, ongoing contemplation or meditation will eventually lead us to seeing this language of light. Our awareness cannot be said to be steady until after this epiphany. So all our seeking is leading us here. Once we have seen beyond the false gods and the fogs of our lower mind, we begin to learn the language of light, and our contemplation constantly makes the higher mind available to us. We begin a process of watching the lower mind disintegrate and lose its power as the higher mind, the mind of the whole, begins to unravel its secrets. Within the Gene Keys synthesis, the teachings of the codon rings reflect this inner process, which is unique and private to each one of us. So what it's talking about here is this language of light that's hidden behind the senses, behind what we see in the world, this perfection of the signatures of light and the perfection of the multidimensional universe, So everything, it's like you pull back the veil, which is called the Maya, of the illusion of the senses and our mind, our lower mind, the thinking mind. And then if we're given a glimpse of this perfect world, this the light that hides between everything in our lives, in our everyday lives, it's here now. It's not some faraway goal. It's here right now. If you have a glimpse, a short view of that, it can change your whole reality. And so the gene keys can then help you have that glimpse through the art of contemplation, because you'll go deeper and deeper and deeper, and eventually you'll see it. And then the contemplation and the gene keys also help you integrate that view and take it deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's when the lower mind, which is our worrying, anxious mind, that's always thinking about the things of the world, that begins to disintegrate. And we begin to inhabit the divine mind, the big mind, the pure mind, the mind of the whole. And that's a completely different experience, because our identity, our ego, the illusion of our separateness has to begin dissolving for us to experience that. And that's where shadows are transformed into gifts, and then gifts into the siddhi. And the siddhi is really one field, one deep field of revelation and truth. And that's what the gene keys are all about, showing us the language of light, the pristine language of light. And gene key 62, whether you have it in your profile, it doesn't matter. It's in the field. It represents a universal field that's available to all of us. But that 62 enables us to open up the veil and see behind the light. Again, doesn't matter if you have it in your profile or not. You come to a stage where these things it's not about what you have or I have or individuality. It's us becoming the field itself. So hopefully that's something you can take into your lives and you can take into the next decade as you bring the gene keys out to more and more people and bring the message and the transmission through embodying it and the virtues of your profile, of your dharma, of your destiny. Let them shine out in your lives, in your country, in the hearts of your people. And there are many people in need at this time, and in need of vision and in need of hope. And I think that you're bringing that, and I really want to thank you for bringing that and spreading it everywhere you go. Blessings to you all. Take care.